Group C is going to be complete chaos. You've got Australia there, Wales there, Fiji, Portugal, and Georgia. Portugal have been out of the World Cup for a while, but they had an interesting result last year. They lost to Italy by 31 to 38, so that is a decent one against the top tier nation. Wales has been strange. They had a very, very up and down year. The once proud Six Nations team has fallen from grace, but they can still pick up the odd upset. In the past 18 months, they've beaten South Africa. They beat Scotland a week after Scotland beat England. In two successive weekends, they lost by 4 points to England and France. Sadly, they also had some embarrassing losses against Georgia and Italy in the same time. In recent times, Georgia has become more and more powerful. They've got a massive pack and they can really hurt you when it comes to the breakdowns. The majority of their players are currently playing professionally, mostly in France, and their under 20s were quite a dominant force at the World Championships recently. The most notable wins that they picked up in recent times was against Uruguay, Italy, and Wales. Fiji will be entertaining all over the park, as they usually are. The Fijian Drua had a fairly impressive Super Rugby season, and there are a couple of stars that are going to come out of that team that'll feature for the team at the World Cup as well. They've also benefited a bit from the same rugby ruling that is helping Tonga and Samoa to actually strengthen their squads from people who have played internationally for other teams but are natively from the islands. They'll be up against an unsettled Wales and Australian side in their group, and if they are on song, they can really cause an upset in this group. Australia are really a far cry from the team that has won World Cups, that has played in World Cup finals, and that had actually won a couple of Bledisloe Cups in the early 2000s. They do definitely have enough high caliber players, but that is in a very uncohesive group at the moment. Their ace simply is Eddie Jones. He worked miracles with England when he took over, and if anybody can do the same for Australia, it's going to be him. My most uncertain prediction overall in any of the groups is going to be in this one. I think it's going to be ending with Australia at the top, Fiji second, Wales third, and Georgia fourth, and then Portugal rounding out the group. But to be honest, that top four can be just about in any conceivable order. It just depends on what happens on the day.